Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scribo here, speaking to you from, of course, the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Friday, April 9th, or Saturday, April 10th, if you're in Australia and New Zealand. And we have another wonderful Pisces Moon day. We do have a challenge today. That's actually been around for a while. It's just exact today, and that's the square between Mars and Neptune. Squares are crisis producing. Mars wants to move forward on things. Mars is in Gemini, so that energy tends to always have to do two things at once. And sorry about that. We just got garbage pickup in my town, which is ridiculous. I know it sounds crazy, but the garbage trucks are around, and I don't know if we were supposed to put them out today, but that's my husband's job. And oh, it looks like might be recycling day. Who knew? I guess I was supposed to know that. We have a whole bunch of recycling. Oh well. Next time. So, that's kind of a Neptune. That's a Neptune-Mars thing. You want to move forward, but you're not exactly sure if you're supposed to or what to do. Or is today the day? Squares create crisis. It's a first quarter square. It's a crisis in action, but it's never really clear with Neptune and Mars as a combination. It doesn't mean that it can't work for good things, but a lot of times there's unintended consequences with that. So I would say be careful how you proceed today. Be careful on the roads. People may not see you. Neptune tends to fog things up. There can be some sort of miscommunication, or just missing the mark. So just be aware of that today. Other than that, we do have a conjunction of Mercury to Chiron. That gives us an opportunity to communicate about and get in touch with that chironic energy. It is the energy of the wound, but it's also the energy of what heals the wound. Chiron holds within it the wound and the cure for the wound, kind of like homeopathy. And so it is, and it is the beginning of a synodic cycle. So we might start a conversation about the wound, and I believe it's occurring at 9 degrees of Aries, I think. But right around that degree, 9-10 degrees of Aries. So if you have something in that at 9 or 10 degrees of Aries, or the cardinal signs, or even the fire signs. With the fire signs, there'll be a flow. With the cardinal signs, there can be a challenge. But all the same, it's time to talk about it. It's time to recognize it, and it's time to do something about it. I just got a little pillow. See my little pillow over there with the bee on it? One of those, you know how you walk through the store and you're like, oh, that's so cute. And it goes into the cart. I got to be careful with that. That's something I think we all have to be careful with. There's the sun now. See the sun up there? It's a little different lighting. It looks pretty cool. So let's see if there's anything else I want to mention. Yes, Mercury and Jupiter are making a semi-square to one another. Mercury and Jupiter made a conjunction, started their synodic cycle, and now it's moving into the crescent phase of that cycle. And the first phase, the new phase, going out, getting information and experiencing things. It's all about experience, masses of information. And now with the semi-square, we take that information and we start to work with it. We start to evaluate it. We start to work with it in such a way that we figure out how best to move forward on that information. So that can be in many different areas of life. We could see it out in the world, or we can certainly see it in our own lives. So keep your eyeballs open for that. So that's pretty much it. Of course, the moon makes its monthly conjunction to Neptune. So today really is kind of, it can be a confusing day, but it can be a day in which we can really sort of connect with this spiritual side of ourselves, connect with our compassion, connect with our creativity and our imagination. So good day for all of that. Although moving forward is going to be a little dicey. We're not really sure if we're making the right step. It's going to take a little bit of faith, and it's going to take a willingness to change course if you need to. You know, Mars likes that direct action, but in Gemini, it does tend to split things apart. And with Neptune in the picture, you know, you could have an argument with somebody that is not an argument for you to have with them. It could be something else and you're taking it out on them, or they're taking it out on you. So just be aware. All right, guys, much love. Take care. Have a great Friday. All in all, it's a pretty good Friday, I think. But of course, I would say that because my moon's in Pisces, right? All right, so I'm going to give you just still doing some cleaning up in the yard. Things are getting greener. More things are popping up. And today, we're going to have my friend's sons come and help us at least set this fountain up. We don't have the stuff to make the water run in it yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, guys, much love. Take care, and namaste.